Greetings, fellow trans fans. Another blog coming at you, this time from my room. Give you a quick shot of what all's in here. As you can tell, I'm a huge collector. Tony and I both are. Anyhow, this time I wanted to do something on Recolors. A friend of mine had recently mentioned the G1 toys being Recolors. But back in the day, when fans first started collecting, we were pretty young yet. And I know that myself, I never considered G1 Transformers Recolors. But today, of course, there's a ton of Recolors. Jazz happens to be one of my favorite characters from the movie, so I had to point this one out. Making him into G1 was definitely a cool Recolor, but there are some Recolors that I don't even bother with because they're just not very interesting, I guess I would say. But anyhow, I wanted to point out some of my favorite G1 Recolors. Toys that you would have never thought as Recolors back in the day. Now, I got Blue Streak too with me, but he's not boxed. Here's a close-up of Prowl. And Smokescreen, which was pretty much close to the same design. And fans nowadays call these Recolors, but back in the day, the character development was so well that fans never considered them Recolors. I've never considered them Recolors. Even today, when I buy them, I don't consider them Recolors. And then a couple more boxed items that I've never considered Recolors is Ratchet and Ironhide. Now, they definitely are Recolors, but back in the day, the characters were so well developed that you never thought of them as Recolors. And then, of course, who could forget the Seekers, or as Decepticon Jets. Some fans don't know them as Seekers. But whenever you look at Starscream and Skywarp or Thundercracker, you never considered these guys Recolors. They were individual characters, and I don't know, nowadays they are considered Recolors, but I've never considered them Recolors due to their character developments. Now that I've showed a few boxed items, I thought I would show some of the toys that were considered Recolors back in the day. And there's Sideswipe and Red Alert. Get a close-up of that. And there's Red Alert. My glove's showing a little bit. But you fans kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. And I also have to show Rumble and Frenzy. These two characters, they were so unique in the cartoon, but Frenzy never really got too much of a spotlight. But still, they are definitely Recolors. Very cool little guys. And then, let's see here. I fixed Prowl's little missile launcher. It popped off. These are usually on display. We don't usually show them too often, or play with them too often. They're always on display. So whenever I dug them out, I had to give them a good dust. But there's Blue Streak. See if I can show them a little better here. Blue Streak and Prowl. Both of them considered Recolors, but unique characters. And then last but not least, I wanted to show Thundercracker, since I didn't show him in box. He's one I don't have yet. One I've been telling Tony I'd love to get in box sometime. And I wanted to show Skywarp. Now they're definitely Recolors, but they're very cool toys. And the character development was great, so I never considered them a Recolor back in the day. Now, with that said, and with this vlog completed, I would like to show a couple more of Tony's yarn toys. You saw Ratchet last time. He's definitely one of my favorites. But I wanted to show Jazz and Skywarp. Tony created these several years ago, and he actually won a prize for them. So they're very cool little yarn guys, and each time I do a blog, and I'll practice on getting better at these, each time I do a blog though, I will definitely show a new one. So until next time, knowing is half the battle. Screamers.